All right. Hello and welcome everybody to Charlie's Desk. I went and got another Brailler. And because this is a special one and it's in great condition, it's another Hall Braille Writer. This one comes all the way from Ontario, Canada. And I got it because it's in such excellent condition and it illustrates perfectly some of the things that I really love about the Hall Braille Writer, which was the first mechanical Braille Writer invented by Frank Haven Hall, 1892. It dramatically increased the speed at which you could compose and write Braille documents, and so it really changed the game for Braille readers and writers. One of the things that I love about it so much is it looks like a tiny, cute piano. It's made of cast iron metal that has been, painted black or dipped black. And it has 6 keys, which are also made of wood and painted black to look like the ebony keys. And then the base of the keyboard is white, and it's also wood, but it's been painted to look a little bit like ivory, because the whole idea is it's a chorded piano, right? With these 6 keys, you can create any Braille cell you want. If you don't know anything about Braille, it's a code. There's 6 dots in a cell. That's why there's 6 keys. And with the permutations that you can create within that matrix, you can create all these symbols, and that's how Braille codes work around the world. And this just is such a joyful little machine. I'm gonna turn to rotate to the profile of it, so you can see it has kind of a lovely organic shape, tapering up from the base, and you can see through to, it's like a typewriter, guys. It's like a typewriter. The roll for the paper, it's not, and the one that I had otherwise, and I'll do another comparison video, it's one bent metal scroll. This is broken into 4 strips of metal that are bent to create the scroll. The scroll wasn't great last time. The paper kind of slipped out of it, so that seems like an improvement. It seems to be bolted together from more pieces, screwed together from more pieces, which would have made assembly maybe easier or less expensive casting. It still has this lovely, distinctive arched die box, which if you had your fingers on the keys and then you brought them up to the center, the way they created the pressure over the paper, you have the pins coming up to create the dots, and the pressure created above forms the nice Braille dots in the paper, embosses it, and so they just cast this piece of metal so it arched all the way over the carriage and hovered above the location, basically the dot matrix. The rollers that pinch the paper, which this is the sound of them now, they're very like dried out old rubber. It has a lovely little bell. This is what it sounds like when you're typing. The carriage release mechanism actually works on this one, which the last one was really weird. It had like this giant long spring to maintain tension on the carriage. And this one has a more normal typewriterly way of maintaining tension, which is cool. So here comes the bell in a second, I think. Oh, there we go. Oh, okay, so the bell mechanism needs a little bit of work. Maybe there's a little hammer I can adjust, but here it is. Lovely. And this one, there's actually kind of like a backspace on it. So if you're using your right hand and you go a little bit past the carriage sort of knob that you can use to space lines or rotate through the paper, there's a little tab at the back, and you can pull down and it opens up the gate for this clicking thing that you hear. Is kind of like a sawtooth piece that helps kind of measure out each space. Each space when you press down the space bar corresponds to this little rectangle that's cut out of a metal bar, and there's kind of this little gate that opens up when you either press the space key or press down any Braille entry key, and the tension on the carriage kind of pulls the whole thing down when this door is opened, and then because it's a sawtooth piece, when the door kind of closes, that next tooth keeps the carriage from moving forward, and then you do, your next letter, and when it gets to the bottom of the pressing down the key, you can hear the release of the door. So I'll do it again. Yeah, that's what that sound is. So it's a lovely, beautiful thing, the Hall Braille Writer. I'll do another video just kind of comparing what improvements they made these manufactured through. I'm not sure if it was all the way through the 30s. I don't think so. But certainly was the dominant Brailler in the first half of the century. And then the Perkins Brailler came out in 1954, I believe, created by another wonderful inventor, David Abraham. But yeah, Hall Braille Writer, beautiful thing. Just got this, came from Canada, good price. I'll try and make a little bit more information about it, but this was just my kind of initial impressions and just a little bit of info about how it works. All right, have a great day, everybody. Catch you later. Bye.